Okay, so ito na. I have finished the cleanup. All the 8 frames. 1, 3, 5, etc. Okay, so the things that I have done, para lang medyo ma-refresh kayo, I have already deleted the layers that I don't need. Hindi ko kailangan. So now I only have my drawing layer. Yan, yun lang, di ba? So, another is, minagnify ko lamang yung ating, ito, si ating timeline, the frames itself mainly, para kasi gagalaw tayo dito eh. Okay? Next is, itong playback. When you play, yan, makikita ninyo, humihinto na ako sa frame 15. Sa last frame ng inbit ng aking cleanup. So this means sinet ko itong aking frame stop sa 15. Kasi sa inyo by default naka 60 yan. So tutuloy-tuloy siya. So ako dahil 15 lang yung aking drawings or yung aking frames, I've set it like so. So pag pinlay ko siya, ganun lang. Okay? So yun yung mga ginawa ko unrecorded. Now, ang next process kasi natin is the in-betweening. In-between, ano yun? Kasi, nung binigay sa inyo yung mga keyframes, so if you will recall your keyframes, eto. Diba? So, pag tinignan nyo yung numbers nila, 1, 3, 5. So, may skip. Ayan. So, we will now fill out the skip. Ayan. Yung skip nun, i-fill out natin. So, kung 1 and 3 ang dalawang keyframes, that means gagawa tayo ng frame number 2. Ayan. So, dito natin siyempre lalagay in between keyframe 1 and 3. Ayan. So, how do we do that? Ganito. Ito kasing nakikita yung gray muna. Yan. Yung gray, itong light. This light gray boxes, those are called exposures. Yes, lahat ito frames. No? Pero, itong gray, that means exposure siya. Expose, ibig sabihin, meron siyang pinapakita. May ina-expose siya. And sa case nito, ang ina-expose niya ay yung drawing. Yan. Kaya may tuldok, yun yung key, yun yung important drawing na ina-expose niya. Okay? Now, makikita nyo, kasunod nun is frame number 2. Yan. Yun pa rin ang pinapakita niya. Yan. Eh kasi nga, yan, dito pa lang sa frame number 3 tayo nag-drawing ng bagos. So, dito magsisimula yung ibang exposure. Okay? Yung ibang drawing. So, ibig sabihin nun, si drawing 1 or si key drawing 1 ay mayroong double exposure. Dalawang exposure siya. Ayan o, di ba? Dalawa. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun. So, pag sinabing yung animation nyo ay on twos, ibig sabihin nun yung kada keyframe or kada drawing, 2 ang kanyang exposure. 1 and 2. Kaya lang, pag pinlay mo, medyo choppy yung galaw niya. Kasi on twos nga eh. Pero may mga ganoong timing. On twos. Dalawang exposure kada isang frame. Diba? Ngayon, ang gagawin natin, maglalagay tayo ng in-between. Between 1 and 3, magagawa tayo ng drawing. Yan. We call this the in-between drawing. Ayan. So, tayo ngayon ang gagawa niyan. Hindi na yung animator. Wala na siyang pin-provide na drawing doon. Tayo ngayon yun. Yan. So, in between, syempre, nasa frame number 2 siya. Ang reference kasi natin, si 1 at saka si 3. So, how do I see 1 and 3? Diba? So, bago ko gawin yon, gagawin ko muna, paano ka makakagawa muna nito? Meron kang exposure. Diba? Meron kang exposure dyan. So, paano natin magagawa niya ng frame? Ganito lang. Select nyo siya. I-right click nyo siya. No? Select this extended exposure niya. Right click it. And then you choose exposure. And please choose clear exposure. Yung. Pagkatapos nun, i-turn on mo ngayon ito. Si onion skin. Ayan. Diba? Sa onion skin class, pag tinurn on mo siya, makikita mo yung before na drawing, ito, the previous drawing, which is the red one, and then the upcoming drawing, which is the green one. Yun lang yung ibig sabihin nun. Now, as you can see, nakikita ko yung drawing number 3 or key drawing ay kulay green. And si red drawing, yun yung number 1. Diba? Yan. So, ang trabaho natin ngayon, as in-betweeners, gagawa natin ng in-between drawing yan. Using them as reference. Okay? So, just making sure, I'm turning on my pencil tool. And, ang thickness na ginagamit ko from the start ay 7. And also, ang aking polyline, ang aking gagamitin for the tracing. So, in between. So, now, ready na ako. Blank na yan. Naka-turn on na si onion skin. So, I can see both the previous and the upcoming drawing. So, I will just push this dito sa side. Medyo da-drag down ko ang aking timeline. Kasi dito, medyo may concern tayo sa frames from time to time. And then, I will start the tracing. So, select ko to. Ayan o. So, I will just make sure that I am tracing a line in between them. Ayan. Ganito lang. Diba? Then, I'll switch to my selection. Dahil nakaset ako sa frame na yon, hindi ko maseselect yung magkabilang before or previous and upcoming keyframes. Hindi ko siya maseselect. Ang maseselect ko lang, ito, itong aking ginodrawing na in between. Diba? Ayos. So, just going here. Making sure. Kinaganda ng gamit mo si polyline is you can be precise with your work. So, as you can see, diba? I can readjust this just to make sure na it is in between. Then, yung other lines concerned, let's say ito. At saka simula ito. Ito. There. Let me select this. Raising it up. Yeah. Diba? So, going through another. So, this is going to be repetitive. So, pinaka medyo naiiba lang sa gagawin nyo is the preparation of your key drawings. Yan. Kumbaga, nadagdagan ka lang ng step na you will clear an exposure and then you will turn on the onion skin at pagkatapos, again, you proceed to your digital drawing or yung pagdodrawing mo digitally, ayan. Diba? And then, let me do the same here. Para sa brow, yeah. So you can correct and recorrect and refine your work here sa ating diba? Now, I can create a new line to follow this. Pwede naman ako mag-connect later. I can merge them together. Diba? So here, you can project diba? Nasa gitna ang pagitan, and you can be consistent about it. Okay, now ito, dalawa, I can select this, go to my properties, turn on the snap, so I can snap it, select it, merge it, at pagka-merge, I can fix a little, cut this off, look at the other linings, okay naman. Turning off the snap, medyo ini-snap kasi sa contour. Oops, medyo gumalaw yung ating in-between, di ba? Kita niyo yan? Ayan, medyo aalog yan pagka nag-play ang animation. So, you have to be very sensitive about that. Ayan. upcoming. So that's how you do your in-between. Diba? So next, tatapusin ko yung the rest of the in-betweens. So, nadagdagan lang naman yung procedure nyo. And again, dito sa part na to, ayan, ayan na siya. Diba? So, dun sa part na yan, medyo smooth na yung galaw niya. Ayan, kasi nga, nagkaroon tayo in between. So, ang idadagdag nyo lang lagi sa inyong step na bago ngayon is this. Right click mo yan, the in-between frame, exposure, clear the exposure, and then you turn on siya. Now, pag turn on ko nun, uy, ang dami naman. Diba? So, I just need this. The previous frame and the upcoming frame. Eh, sir, may laman pa eh. Kasi hindi ko pa nakiklear yung exposure. Ayan, diba? Clear the exposure. Ayan na siya. Save your work. Ayan. O, diba? So, now, ito naman ang ating lalagyan ng in-between. Okay? So, I hope that helps. Let me render this.